Yo, what is up, guys? So, we are back to Stranger of Sword City. Now then, before we start the stream, I'm going to point this out. This can be a 10 or 20 minute stream, because I'm going to be going over everything we have done off stream. There's a bit. We're going to obviously do some killing too. Don't worry about that. That'll be in this too. But, okay, so first off, y'all remember when I, stopped playing and streaming at about 7.5 hours, and I think it was actually closer to 8. Well, yeah, we have 10 hours, 44 minutes. No, I haven't made any story progress. I've leveled up our main character up to level 12, same with the sorcerer and the cleric. I've leveled up our shogun, and yes, she is back, alive. And also, I've gotten our 2 other samurai to level 10. I've also granted them, because I've been hide farming a lot. I got a katana. It's a 2-hander because it's a big katana. It does massive damage because it scales with strength. So yeah, most katanas that I found didn't. Yeah, don't know why. Also got a cool axe for this guy. I don't know if we had that last stream. I'm pretty sure we didn't. Also got this 2-hander spear. So yeah, those are new. Also, if you notice, the underwear. Yeah, I did get those. I got them from the blacksmith, not the drops, because I found out something, and this made me really irritated. So apparently the underwear drops, if you're wanting those for armor, only spawn in this place and this place. And I need to kill lineage types there. And the lineage types were all that kept spawning, like the rock bell. Also, I found out that giant bird apparently can spawn as low as level 12. Yeah. If we had been on stream, I would have just killed it then and there. But then I was like, nah, I don't want to kill it off stream. So, yeah. Okay, so, let's just get into killing some stuff. And then I'm going to go over everything else. Basically, here are the things that I've learned upon looking through. Oh my god, y'all don't even know. So I looked through 5 different guides of this game. Yes, 5. Not the whole guide. I'll add. I think I could actually tell y'all after this stream, like in my next stream of this game. It's gonna be a full stream tonight, but for right now we're just doing this little like tiny stream. I can tell y'all what guides I looked at. What I learned, though, is that here's the way this game works, because it is some BS. This game is the remastered version of this game, which I'm fine with that. That is completely okay. However, this is remastered because it was on the Xbox 360, apparently, but you could only get it from the Japanese, like portion of the store if you set your server type to that, or if you bought it off Amazon or Walmart. Ironically sold a Japanese copy apparently at one point. I actually found that in a guide. Some guy explained that is where he bought it. So yeah, that's for Xbox though. In the case of the PlayStation Vita, you actually could just get it from GameStop, like casual purchase. So there's that. That's not that bad. The problem is that I learned why this game is so hard. This game isn't the base game. They basically made it so that it was a remastered, but it was a little bit changed so that it was a remastered. Their logic was, let's just up the difficulty. They didn't up the difficulty in the normal sense, though. I had to do some looking through, the specific guide that I looked at last. It explained that on PlayStation Vita, the guy who beat it in about 10 hours. The reason is because the enemies were equal level. Not like in the sense that you guys see how this is a level 15 treant. Well, that's higher level than me. That's not what I mean. They were still level 15s. The difference was this. Take, for example, a Hydra in the starter area, Monument of Metal. Okay, a Hydra in this current version that I am playing, if it is level 11 or higher, it has 300 or more health. Okay, so 300 or more health. Well, that's not saying much. I mean, yeah, a level 18 version of it that you can find every now and then has like 500 or 600 health. Well, why is that so bad? Apparently, on the non-remastered versions, the 360 that was in Japanese version and also the PlayStation Vita version, those things had about 78 to 150 health depending on if you found them at max level. Do y'all see the problem there? That is a 3 times difference. So that's apparently what I'm fighting. A 3 times difference. I found that out and thought that was just stupid because apparently the only reason they did that difficulty scale was because, oh, we need to make the game slightly harder because it's a remaster. We need to make slight changes to the game. Now the other thing that I found out is apparently you could play the game with bad classes in your class. Like in your party. Well, you can't do that now. And the reason you can't do that now is because the game got harder. Because apparently what used to be the main choice for people was the ninja. However, the ninja can't really be played anymore because if you do, I also looked up a guide for this, and if you're wondering, late game, ninja gets one hit KO'd by a lot of things because your defense is so low even with good armor. Which is kind of BS. So, yeah, it really sucks. Multi-cure. And the top thing that I learned, though, out of everything else, the most important thing, is that late game, we need to get an archer level 6. It was either an archer level 6 or level 7. I had the same problem thinking about the dancer for that ability to hit across all, like, distances. The reason being is an archer level 6 can actually view health bars. Why you need a skill to do that if it's already in the game, I don't know. I mean, I kind of understand it. It's the whole roguelike thing where it's like, oh no, you can get the ability, you just need to play a little bit. But we're gonna have to do that now. Also, the guide for this version of the game did explain a few more things about the game. So, first off, the game progresses through story by you getting more of the bloodstones. The other thing that I need to mention is you need, and I do mean need, you need to have subclasses. The easiest way to beat the game, apparently, is go for every single melee class and then have wizard or cleric as your last class. Because a level 30 wizard, I think it is. It's level 30, right? Hold up. Gotta make sure. Okay. Yo. So, basically, though, what I'm getting at is, let's see real quick. I think it is skills. Yeah, okay, it's right here. Okay. So, basically, though, a wizard at level 30 can cast Divine, which makes it so that you can hit specific enemies. And also, you start off with the ability of Anti-Spirit, which means you can hit Ghosts. Those are mainly the two abilities you need. However, having a Cleric means that you'll also have a few extra abilities. That's why you want that class set up. However, though, the reason you want to have multiple classes and multiple level ups, if you can't figure it out, you passively get better stats. Yeah. So you can make your stats ridiculously OP. Actually, the guy who I looked up a guide for, somebody posted in his comment section for this version. And you want to know what it was? It was that if you have every single one of these mastery slots filled out on any character, with all melee fighters, because the guy's guide, basically, what he did was, it was like, he started off as a ninja up until like rank 6 or 12 or something like that, and then he went down to an archer, and then he went down to a fighter, and that's where he ended the game. And apparently it was easy. As a fighter, he only had to be level 5. The reason was because he got his ninja to, I think it was like 6 or 12, and then he got the archer to rank 6 or 7 whenever you get that ability, and then he was like fighter all the way. Well, if you don't know, those levels stack for your passive stat increase, meaning your health goes up, stuff like that. That also explains why these two characters have so much higher stats than everyone else. Like, okay, 389, 305. These two are about the exact same. This character, 527, 389, is because this guy played as a tank first. And also, he put a bunch of stats into vitality. So, obviously. But, besides the point, that's the thing. You're actually meant to go through multiple classes. And in doing so, you will passively get better stats. The best way, though, to do this is just to play the game, get every character to a point that you're, like, comfortable with, and then once they are, go on to the next class, and then just come back to those classes afterwards. And it's literally just for infinite farming material. By the way, there are 5 playthroughs, and every single playthrough, the enemies get slightly stronger, and the item drops get +1 in terms of chance. The thing is, though, that only scales 5 times, meaning you can do 5 playthroughs with the game increasing in difficulty. In the PlayStation Vita and the Xbox 360 version, you can beat the entire game by level 20. Easily, no deaths. Yeah, fun fact of the day. On this version, however, you'll either be about level 25 and at least 3 subclasses at level 20, or if you don't do subclasses, which I thought I was going to be able to not do with my main, but I feel like I should, just because that also scales damage on magic attacks. If you don't, you'll be somewhere more along the lines of 50 or 60. Yeah, so that's the difference. It's twice the level farming, but at the same time, it is like 5 times the reward system. So, what I'm going to do, just so that y'all know, heads up, off stream is what it's going to be, at least like, you know, until tonight, because tonight we're going to be doing the 2-hour streams. Yeah, so, you know, to those like 20, 30, 40, 50 people who will show up, depends on the stream, obviously, because every now and then people show up in large numbers, people show up in low numbers. So far, lowest, I think, was, we had one stream that had 30. So, I'm gonna aim for 30 or 20, like, that's what I'm gonna assume. Throughout the entire stream, of course. Nobody watches that, well, no. I think it was last stream or the stream before that, we had, like, 3 people that watched the whole stream, and then, like, 20 or 30 people just kind of popped up with them. But aside from that, though, like, we're gonna aim for that. Throughout this, though, what I'm probably going to do, I'm gonna make my 2 wizards clerics at about level 13 or 14. Afterwards, I'm going to make them into dancers. Why dancers, you might ask? Because if you set your character to a dancer, you get that ranged bonus. Then we can become samurai for that little AoE ability. Also, I found out apparently at the end of the mage tree, there is an ability that is broken all the way to like 5 Ways to Sunday. Yeah, it's this. It's a nuclear bomb that damages all enemies. Yeah. All enemies. Great. So we could get a nuke, basically, at level 30. Also, the guide I found, if you're gonna do, like, all 5 playthroughs, the best explanation for this is don't go into your next playthrough just yet. What you want to do is get at least 3 subclasses to level 30, and the reason being is if you have 3 classes at level 30, you will be able to insta-kill every single thing in your second playthrough. The third playthrough, you might find a few enemies that are an exception to this. And I do mean you have to do the whole party. I don't mean like, and I don't mean just a flat out insta-kill. I mean like with your whole team attacking. But still, that's saying you can wipe entire bosses in single hits like this. So, we are 10 hours in, or probably 11 hours after this stream, and we now know the system of the game. I'm actually gonna make a review of the game because I don't know if there is one, but we need one, and it's gonna be a slight like tiny guide. I doubt many people will watch it on YouTube. I know a few people will watch it on Twitch when it's like first a thing. But yeah, we need that in our lives. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching, and we're not gonna like end here. Obviously, we're gonna like kill a few things just for funsies. But I thought I should point that out to anyone who actually wanted to know why this game's the way it is, or if it could be made easier. So yeah, no, you can make the game easier. However, the reason it's hard is a very stupid reason. And yeah, that's really it. That is the whole logic of this game. Also, by the time we stream tonight, I might be level, let's see. I'm probably going to be level 13 for my mains, and probably level 13 on my Shogun. For my two other samurais, I'll probably be 11 or 12. So, be open-minded about that. Also, found out something. So, you can't adjust screen size because this is a old game. However, if you look at the very bottom, I don't know if y'all can see it on a phone or computer screen. There actually is an XP percentage meter. It's not the numbers, but it's a percentage. I can sort of see it, like the first guy's 47%, then I think that's 28. It's either 28 or 88. Then our main character is like 78 or 79. Our sorcerer is 76, and our cleric is 76. So, anyone wondering? Yeah, there is a way to view your XP. It's a really bad system that you can't actually see unless you have a screen specifically fitted to your Xbox. However, my TV is, it's a flat screen, but the problem is that it doesn't have the option to change the screen setting, and I can't calibrate it. So, yeah. That being said, though, I mean, it's fine. That is a minor detail, and that is on me, not the game. However, everything else is on the game. Which, yeah, I don't get that. Apparently, though, due to the difficulty scaling, the difference between the PS Vita and the Xbox 360 version and the Xbox One version, I don't know if there's a version of this on PS4. If there is, then it's the same dealio, probably. Basically, though, the difference is this in terms of, like, time for how long the game takes. The older version takes about 10 to 15, maybe 20 hours if you're really, really thorough. And that's without any knowledge beforehand. The Xbox One version, even with beforehand knowledge, because of how much you are going to have to farm, takes anywhere between 20 to 50 hours easily. And that's if you started off while knowing what you were doing. And that's just because of the difficulty scaling they did. Like, I don't think that's bad. I'm not going to say it's a bad decision. I am going to say it's a little bit distasteful, though, and that it's going to leave a bitter taste in my mouth. Like, seriously, they could have done something better. Oh, yeah, also, apparently, there is a best weapon in the game. It's the, I think it was called the Masamune or something. The reason's because it's an inside thing with their company. It's like the Masamune sword is amazing, so holy and whatnot. No, but legit though, apparently that's the best weapon. People legit only play like later playthroughs to see if they can get a best version of it, because you know, 5th playthrough, everything's gonna be slightly better than what it could be, and if you're really lucky, you might get a version that's just flat out broken. I don't know what the maximum plus like quality of a weapon is. I'd assume it's plus 10. It might be higher. I didn't feel like checking, but. Yeah, though, so, that affects anyone? Kudos. I just thought I would point that out, though, so that everyone knew, like, before stream, what was going to be going on, and, yeah. Also, I think, I don't know if the archery skill is going to be for every character, or, like, you know, if it's going to be a passive, or if it's going to be a, like, constant skill. Here's how you can check, though, because get this, this is actually kind of like, I don't like it, but I do. I'm pretty sure that out of all the characters you wouldn't pick, there is at least one inside of the guild hall that was pre-made. So you don't have to make a new character to check it. You just go to Strangers Guild, look in the leader's room, look in manage, and I'm pretty sure there should be an archer. If not, then there's gonna be like a ninja or something, but... Oh, there's a dancer. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. And apparently, without the game being this difficult, these are the least likely picked classes. Not this one. This one was mine. Okay, so apparently the knight is least likely picked, and the reason's because nobody thinks being a tank's important. Being a tank breaks the game. So, you take that how you will. Then there's the fighter. Wow, what a quinkadink. This guy was a fighter at first. The reason, by the way, is fighters don't really give you that much stuff. It's literally just for slight damage increase, which ironically now this guy does more damage than either of these two, but at what cost? I mean, I kind of wasted a lot of time farming. Then you got the dancer. Okay, we can look at this, and we can check to see a couple things. Also, yeah, I'm just giving him random agility points because why not? Okay, so what we're gonna do is here are his skills. He doesn't learn spells, by the way. Here are his skills. So he's got Light Blade Soul, so he can use Light Blades, special weapons, light armors. He can use 2 items at once. That is actually slightly good. If only items healed that much. Well, a heal ring. You could use a heal ring. If you had 2 heal rings, that would be good. You can do 3 consecutive attacks to an hit. Wait a second. Is that regular hits or is that like AoE hits? Because if that's 3 hits, just like off the bat, even if that's not like you could use the skill 3 times, that's still saying, oh, you'd have to wait a turn though because it's concentration, wouldn't you? Still though, that's saying that you could hit 3 enemies, and I'm pretty sure you don't get that ability till like level 6 or 7 for the samurai. Oh, yeah, weapon trick. So, weapon range becomes infinite. Basically, you can be in the back row, hit anyone from anywhere, meaning you can wipe out, like, the, fodder soldiers, like, as quick as you want with samurais. So, yeah, so we need to get all characters to a level 6, well, all the melee characters, to a level 6 dancer. Which, ironically, once they hit level 12, we can do that. So, yeah, that's cool. We're also going to make our main a samurai at some point and a dancer. So, yeah. And that's about it. I genuinely like that. Hold up, though. Let's check out some more stuff. So, hear morale with the power of song, but sometimes morale will decrease. So, a random morale shifter? Okay. I can live with that. Tetra step, concentration. 4 consecutive attacks to an enemy. That'll be your accuracy decreases. 3 stock items at once. That is a little bit much. That is a little bit much. If you're using 3 items at once, that's like spam heal, spam heal. Okay, and then you can, for half HP, the morale cost of your next divinity becomes 0. That could be good, but that could be really bad at the same. Like, that could really screw you over. Okay. And then, yeah, I don't think there's any other characters, though, that we don't normally use. Like, apparently we use the most unlikely team. Which I don't know how I feel about that, because that means that... Okay, so Wizard, Cleric, Dancer, Fighter, and Knight. And also, the way these work is... this is apparently what you normally will get. And what it is it's the classes that were least picked in the previous installment of the game. So... like, because they did shift this up, and the reason was just because they thought it was too basic. What they did for the original game was they just picked the best setup. Okay, so we're going to give him Vitality. Okay, well. So, the more you know. Also, is our character level 12? He is. Yo, we could get him to be a dancer real quick. Like, if we wanted to. Although, I kind of want to, if I'm going to do that, I want to make him a dancer. But I also would want to make him a cleric. I don't know which one I'd want more. Hold up real quick. I need to look at one more thing before we make this decision. Because, like, class-changing decisions I want to make on stream. That's going to be, like, a big deal for me. Let's see. When do you learn the skill to get MP by walking? Level 7. Okay, so at level 14, we will do a swap. We'll also, we'll change to Samurai, we'll change to Archer, all that. So, yeah. Also, I might make my Shogun secondary class the Archer. I don't know. I don't really want to, but at the same time I do. Anyway, though, so y'all see where I'm at. I'll probably be slightly farther later. Let's save real quick. Okay, and this is how far we are in the game now. 11 hours, 11 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's still good progress. We're doing good. It's fine. I just... That difficulty scaling upset me. Because it's like, that means that this game was balanced when it came out. But anyway, y'all can tell me how you feel about it during stream or comment section of the video whenever we put this on YouTube. You know. You guys know the deal. So, that is what we will be doing. And until then, I will see y'all next time. Oh, yeah, also, off stream, though, I am going to probably be trying to farm the forest. The reason is because we need, like, underwear for, like, half our party. I know that sounds really weird, but we need it. And legitimately, like, this does 10 defense, this does 4, this does 6. I know for a fact we can get stuff at our current level out of metal chests. We could get stuff that does, like, plus 15 for everyone. So, it's kind of something we need to get at some point. Anyway, I will see y'all next time, and hope y'all had fun.